Good morning and welcome back to another weekly vlog. I haven't had the best start to the week. Just having a really bad flare up of digestive problems. And yeah, I just feel really rubbish. But I'm out of the bathroom now, so that is progress. Sorry if that's a bit too much information, but it's just having gastroparesis and intestinal dysmotility and God knows what else is going on. It's just crap. Pardon the pun. So yeah, it hasn't been the best start to the day, and I had hoped that I would start getting some editing done this morning, but my body had other ideas, so that's kind of gone out the window, unfortunately. But yeah, I've managed to get dressed now, so that's something. And in a little while I am going down to the doctor's with my mum because we've both got blood test appointments, like one after the other. So I'm having a blood test to check, I can't remember what it's called, but it's something to do with, like, it's a blood test that can tell how well your heart's working. So yeah, I'm going down to get that done. Fingers crossed they managed to get it first time. And then this evening I've got my virtual mental health group. But apart from that, I don't have any plans. I think it's probably going to be a bit of a chilled out day today because I feel pretty rubbish. Feel really drained. I find this whenever my digestive problems are acting up. It just drains all the energy out of me even more than usual. So I think editing is probably going to go out the window today. And I will probably just get up on the sofa and do some bits on my laptop, try and get a little bit done of something productive, maybe go through some emails or something. But yeah, I think I'm just going to have to kind of work around my body today. Anyway, I need to go and get my bits ready and then head off to the doctor's.
Looking for a reason, driven by the heart, fighting for a season, with sadness fall apart. Tell me not to worry, tell me to be strong.
Oh, right, blood test is done. She managed to get it first time. And then it wouldn't stop bleeding, so I had to sit there for ages while she like pushed down on it. So she said I need to keep an eye on it because it doesn't seem to want to stop bleeding. She was asking if I'm on blood thinners or anything, and I was like, no, just seem to be bleeding. They also, I don't know, like she said that what blood tests they were doing, and I was like, oh, I thought there was one to do with the heart. And apparently like a newer one had been requested to do a diabetic blood sugar check and cholesterol. So she went back and found the heart one as well, so thankfully I mentioned it, otherwise I'd have had to have come back and had that done another time. So yeah, that's done now, and I'll just wait to hear the results. I was just going to mention this face mask, which seems to be the only one that I can breathe in at the moment, but there's a lot of debate over whether you should wear a face mask with a valve, because obviously it's filtering stuff that comes in, but not filtering stuff that you breathe out. At the moment, it's the only thing I can breathe in, so I kind of feel like it's better than not wearing anything. But I am looking at buying a couple of other different masks to see how I get on with those. So I just wanted to say that because these apparently are not generally recommended, but I guess if you can't wear anything else, then at least you're wearing something. Anyway, I'm gonna head home now and get some lunch and turn the aircon on because it's quite warm in here. So I've just finished my lunch and come out to go into the lounge, and I've just found this little man asleep on the front doormat. He always does this. So my dad's gone out to take my grandma to the nurse, and more often than not when my dad goes out, Alfie will sleep on the front doormat until he comes home. That's so cute, aren't you? We're a little bit worried about Alfie at the moment because he seems to be limping. My dad's made sure like his claws are all cut nicely. He's going to try and trim some of the hair on his paws just so that we can get a better look to make sure that there's nothing kind of stuck in any of his pores that might be causing the problems. But I'm guessing that it's probably going to be something like arthritis, because he's going to be 11 this week, and he tends to be worse like when he's been lying down, and when he gets up, that's when he sort of seems to limp worst. So I would guess that it's kind of because his joints are getting a bit stiff. So I think we're going to make an appointment to take him along to the vets and just get them to obviously like check him over and make sure there's nothing else. But hopefully they might be able to do something just to make him a bit more comfortable. I don't like thinking that he might be in pain or something. Good morning, how are you today? I don't think I filmed a huge amount yesterday. Yeah, I'm not quite sure what happened. I think the last time I filmed Alfie, and I was going into the lounge and I had a fairly long nap actually. I think I needed it after yesterday. I just did not feel very well. And then in the evening I had my mental health group. It was fairly quiet yesterday, but actually I think that was just what I needed, was just to have a good old chat with a few people rather than it being like really busy. So that worked out quite well. And then yeah, just had a quiet evening, kind of trying to recover a bit from not being particularly well in the morning. And yeah, now we're on another day. I've just managed to set my falls alarm off. I don't know what I did. I was just starting to come down the stairs on my stair lift and it started buzzing. So I had to shout down to my mum and ask her to go and cancel it because of, well, yeah, I didn't need it. I don't know about anybody else, but I seem to set my alarm off so regularly. And I don't even know what I do. Like, I think, like, sometimes I know what I've done. Like, I will have caught it on something and I'll be like, oh, it's going to go off. But a lot of the time I don't even realise that I've, like, done anything and then it starts going off. Which is really frustrating because the only way you can cancel it is by going down to the box in the lounge. And if I'm, like, up in my room or something, I can't get down there. So it means that they'll then try and speak through on the box. They won't be able to hear me. So then they'll try and phone me. And it's just... I wish there was like a button on here that you could just press to cancel it, because that would make my life so much easier. But I bet you anything, the one time that I fall will be the one time that it doesn't go off. But yeah, the joys of having a false alarm. I mean, I'm sure they get a lot of like false alarms and stuff like that, but I never want it to be me, because you don't want to, like, I don't know, cause a problem or whatever. Luckily it doesn't go straight, they don't sort of call an ambulance straight away, so I'm not so worried about that kind of thing. But I just don't want to keep doing like random calls by mistake and then them getting fed up with me. So yeah, good job my mum was downstairs and it meant she could go and cancel it. Anyway, I've got absolutely no plans today, which I'm quite glad about because I'm still not feeling 100%. Or I don't know, I never know whether to say that because I never feel 100% like with a chronic illness, but I suppose I'm like, I'm not feeling like my 100%. My digestive problems are still causing me issues and just making me feel a bit rubbish, to be honest. So I'm just taking it quietly today. I'm going to get on with doing some editing, try and get a decent amount of editing done of a weekly vlog. I've nearly caught up, so I'm starting to plan some sit-down videos again, which I'm quite looking forward to because I've missed doing them. Like, I wanted to catch up with the weekly vlogs because I was fed up of being so far behind, but I do miss doing sit-down videos, so I've got a couple of ideas, but if there's anything you guys want to see, let me know. So yeah, that's kind of my main task today, is to just get some editing done. I've been replying to a few emails and things like that already, and yeah, just chilling out today, taking it fairly easy, but trying to be a bit productive at the same time. Right, I've had my lunch, and my mum and Becca went over to Tesco's, so I sent a few pictures of things that I would like them to get, and I think you got most of them, didn't you?
Well, so these aren't the right things. You don't have the packaging to, he's just changed, so
It's fine. Anyway, I thought I'd just show you a couple of the bits that they picked up because I'm not going shopping anytime soon, so this is the closest I'll get to any kind of haul. There's nothing like, I mean, it's not a full shop or anything like that. I'll just show you the bits that we got. So I've been really fancying bubblegum ice cream for ages, and you can't seem to really get bubblegum ice cream anywhere that I've seen, but Tesco's do these bubblegum lollies, so I asked my mum to pick them up. I don't know what they're like, but I'm going to give them a try. I did also ask her to look for, there were some magnums which were or reduced sugar forest fruits or something, but they didn't have those. But yeah, it's getting hotter towards the end of the week, so I will definitely be trying these. So next up, I'm always looking for things for meals that are kind of not too difficult to cook, because I don't have a huge amount of energy to be cooking, and are also fairly easy to eat and sort of swallow and things. And I saw these, I don't know, it says they're new on the website, I don't know how new they are, but we've got the Jamie Oliver butternut squash I called it tortellini, but it's tortelloni. And then also the Jamie Oliver spinach and ricotta ravioli, because I thought they both sounded quite nice. They've got quite good dates as well, so hopefully they can kind of keep for a while. I never really know like how to serve this, whether you put it with a sauce. I saw someone say that they had just like melted some butter and parmesan on it, so I might try that. But yeah, they sounded quite nice, so I thought those would make good meals. Right, next up is another bubblegum thing. Got a thing for bubblegum at the moment, but I just asked my mum to get me some of these fizzy bubblegum bottles, so she got me 3 packs because they're not particularly big, and I can pop those in my like pick and mix box that I make. Rather than just buying like pick and mixes all the time, I just have a box that I kind of put random sweets in, and then if I fancy some sweets, I've got a decent like pick and mix in there. So we've got bubblegum bottles, and then I saw these on the website because I was kind of like going through the website while they were there, just sort of sending things, and I thought these sounded quite fun. So they're fruit Skittles Chewies with no shells, so it's like the inside of the Skittle. Never tried them before, but they sounded nice. So again, those can go in the pick and mix box, so you've got a couple of those. And then also saw these, which are the fruit salad Softies. I used to love the fruit salad sweets and the blackjack sweets. I've not seen these before, so again, thought why not? We'll put them in the we'll put them in the box and see what they taste like. I'm sure they'll be nice. I don't know if they're all the same or don't know, it doesn't say. Oh, it says assorted fruit flavoured gums, raspberry and pineapple, and apple and blackcurrant. So we shall see what those are like. So those are all the sweets. And then the last thing, it wasn't something that I asked for, but Becca found these and picked them up, are some zebra pens, which I love. They are my favourite type of pen because I just think they're really comfortable to hold and easy to write with. But they are these like really pretty sort of pink, purple and blue ones. And yeah, she thought I'd like them, which I definitely do. I don't know what colour they come out as actually. Oh, black, so that's good. And they've got a rainbow zebra on, which I thought was quite nice. So yeah, I really like those. I'm glad she picked those up for me. Good evening. It's a lot later. I can't even remember when I spoke to you. Oh, I think it was when my mum and sister came back from Tesco's. Yeah, nothing massively exciting has happened. Came in here, fell asleep on the sofa for quite a while, and then woke up, had my four to sip, watched a bit of TV. I've just finished watching a series called Flesh and Blood, which was on ITV. I can't even remember how long ago it was, but I recorded it and watched it, and it was quite good actually. It was like a 6-parter, I think, and I don't want to like give stuff away too much, but basically like at the beginning you kind of know that something has happened, like there's been some kind of accident or incident of some description, but you don't know who it's happened to. And then it kind of goes through the series, kind of, it keeps referencing it but doesn't tell you who it is, and you're kind of trying to work out like what's happened and why has it happened, and it kind of revolves around this family and their neighbour. And yeah, like the first episode I was a bit like, this is a bit weird, but I kind of got into it because I wanted to know like what happened. And it wasn't kind of, you kind of think you know what it's going to be, but then it isn't that. So yeah, it was good. I kind of feel like there's maybe a second series going to come, because it kind of left it on a bit of a cliffhanger, and there's a lot of like unanswered issues and stuff happening. So if it's still available, I'll try and link it below, and yeah, give it a watch because I've quite enjoyed it. So yeah, I watched that, and then this evening my dad and I sat down to write a list of all of the cars that we kind of can consider. It's quite a big list now, because we kind of started with a relatively small list, and yeah, didn't get very far. I mean, basically we started with the Ford Cougar, which is still a possibility. We need to check whether it would fit a hoist, and the Volvo XC40, which we had to discount. There were a couple of others on it, but I've kind of had to widen the list because yeah, I just can't be too selective, I don't think, because I need something that is gonna fit my wheelchair, fit the hoist, be an automatic, and have an electric tailgate, and it's becoming more difficult than I thought. So yeah, I mean, this is this is the list. I don't know if you can see that. Quite a few on here. So basically we've like put it onto a spreadsheet now, and we need to ring the company that put the hoist in my current car, because that is the hoist that would be going in the new car, and even if it wasn't that hoist, it would have to be one of a similar kind of style. And then I think we're going to give the hoist company our list of cars that we kind of think are possibilities, and say to them, please can you let us know which of these cars will actually take my hoist, because otherwise we're just going to go around. I mean, we've got like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, like 17 different makes of car, like brands of cars. There's like other ones, there's like some of the brands have like more than one car, but there's 17 different brands of cars, which would mean going around potentially 17 different car showrooms, which is just crazy. I mean, yeah, 1, I wouldn't have the time to do it. 2, I don't have the energy to do it, and 3, I don't really want to waste their time if it's not going to fit. So we thought we'll make a list, go to the hoist company. I mean, they may listen to our list and be like, whoa, okay, we can't we can't go through all of that, but we just need their advice on some cars that would take the hoist, basically. I don't know, I'm starting to get a little bit like, is there actually going to be a car out there that will take it? Because at the moment I've got the Ford EcoSport, and that takes my hoist, and you look at that and you look at like the Volvo XC40 that we looked at, and the XC40 is a bigger car. It's like, you know, it's taller, it's bigger, it's got a bigger, got a bigger boot, and you would look at that and assume, okay, that means that the hoist would fit in it. But they came back and said, no, that car won't take anything over 75 kilos, like on a hoist. So now I'm kind of wondering whether my current car should have the hoist in it that it's got. I don't know, it just, I mean, I guess all cars are built differently, but it is leaving me wondering now, like, have the rules changed in the 3 years since we had my car originally? Like, I'm obviously saying, like, they wouldn't have put it in my car at the time if they didn't think it was right. But I am now wondering, like, if the rules have changed, and if there is actually going to be a car that will now take my hoist, which I really hope there is, because if there isn't, I think my only other option would be a WAV, which is a wheelchair accessible vehicle, and then you're looking at more money, but also just, like, WAVs are very different to like a standard car, and you know, I would prefer to have a standard car, just because, I mean, it's a shallow reason, but I prefer the look of a standard car. This is like no disrespect to anyone that has a WAV, and it might be something I have to consider, but I don't know, I just don't want a car that people see and immediately think, oh, the person that drives that like must have a disability. And you know, there's nothing wrong with a WAV, and if it meets somebody's needs, then that's great. And you know, I know that is quite a sort of, I don't know if shallow is the right word, but I don't know, I just like, because I'm not fussed about people knowing that I'm disabled. I don't mind people seeing me in my wheelchair and things like that. I guess it's just, I don't know whether it's just like clinging on to some form of like non-disabledness. I don't know, I'm trying to like psychoanalyze myself here, but I don't know, I don't know, maybe I just haven't got my head around needing a WAV yet. But if I can find a standard car that will take my hoist, then that would be my ideal. But we're just gonna have to wait and see, I think. So yeah, we're gonna hopefully try and ring the hoist company tomorrow. I'm guessing they probably won't be able to tell us all this over the phone, because there's a lot of cars to go through. Or they might do it the other way around and be like, we can just tell you which cars, like we've put them in before. But yeah, that's kind of where we are on the Motability front. I'm really hoping that we can kind of get something from them and make some progress, because I just feel a bit anxious at the moment. And I'm sure we found this when I got my last car. I looked at, I don't know, we went to a few showrooms with the last car, and yeah, we did have quite a lot of problems trying to find something that would take my hoist. Mainly, the main problem last time was finding a boot that was big enough. So yeah, I don't know, we'll see. I'll keep you updated anyway. Yeah, Motability fun. I mean, they've been really good actually. I tweeted them and they said they actually suggested going to the hoist company, which we'd kind of already thought of anyway, but I just thought I'd see if they had any other suggestions. So yeah, they were really helpful, and obviously I'm massively grateful, you know, to have the option of having a Motability car, because if I didn't have that option, then, well, I'd either have to somehow try and get a car myself, which I don't think I would be able to do, and so basically I wouldn't be able to go out. So yeah, you know, obviously I'm hugely grateful for that, and I don't want to come across as like moaning about it or anything like that. I just kind of want to document the realities of searching for the right car and trying to find something that meets my needs, in the hope that it might kind of help other people as well. So yeah, I'll keep you updated on the search. I'm just watching a bit of YouTube, going through my emails and stuff, and then I am going to head to bed. Good morning. Do you see I have my flowers behind me? They're not in their permanent vase. I need to find one that kind of fits a bit better, and also need to tidy the top of the unit, but they're there at the moment just so I can still appreciate them. We've got Noah today. He has just gone down for a nap. And I'm about to have a call with my friend Lydia. Fairly quick one today, I think, just because I've got too many other things that need to be done. But yeah, I thought we'd have a quick chat, so I'm just going to set up my computer and then have a good old chat with her.
Standing underneath the lights, look into each other's eyes. Tired snowflakes are coming down, collapse into water when they hit the ground. I hear the sound of empty streets, and yesterday has gone to sleep. So all that's left is you and me. I can't promise you're the only thing I see.
Right, I had my phone call with Lydia, managed to get a video finished editing and that's exporting. We've had some lunch and then we asked Noah what he wanted to do this afternoon. First of all, he said he wanted to see the ducks and then he said he wanted to go to the airfield. So we said you have to pick one because you can't do both. So he's decided he would like to go to the airfield, which is like just behind our house. There's a smallish airfield. And he absolutely loves going to watch the planes. So myself, my mum and him are gonna walk up there, go and see some aeroplanes. My dad's got to go over to my grandma's. But yeah, just waiting for my mum, I think. And then we're gonna head off and hopefully he'll enjoy just watching the aeroplanes and having a little run around and a walk.
Hold my hand and hear the words I say. Close your eyes and let us fade away. Build a secret place for you and me. And let our minds be caught up in a dream. Quiet voices in the night. Time is running out of sight. A lonely wind is passing by. Tries to carry all the whispers that it finds. The walls are listening when we talk, making echoes as we walk. There's no one left but you and me. It's like a made-up place that only we can see. Hold my hand and hear the words I say. Close your eyes and let us fade away. Build a secret place for you.
We're back home now and Noah's just been picked up by Lisa to go home. Went on quite a long walk actually. Went up to the airfield behind our house. There's like a little hill, well, quite a steep hill actually, that you have to go up to actually be able to see the aeroplanes. And I can't get my wheelchair up it, so Noah and my mum went up to the top of this little like hill, and I like stayed the other side. I could kind of just see, not like particularly well, but yeah, they went up there and watched the aeroplanes for a bit. I think we only saw one aeroplane actually like moving, but Noah was quite happy with that. And then we walked, like, well, I was in my chair, but we went round to the airfield and then back again. And we got like halfway, well, no, 3/4 of the way around the airfield, and you could tell that Noah was like just starting to sort of flag a bit, and he said his legs were tired, so I sat him on my knee and did the rest of the journey back on my wheelchair, which he loves. He loves riding on my knee and in my wheelchair, so that was okay. But yeah, we were out for a while actually, and I think it's worn him out and it's worn me out and it's worn my mum out, so yeah, hopefully he'll sleep well tonight. But it was good to get out, although my eyes are like itching now. I think hay fever is bad. But yeah, no, it was nice. It was really windy as well. His sun hat kept blowing off and my hair was blowing all over the place. But yeah, I'm back on the sofa now, and I think I'm gonna have a little kip, a little nap, and then just have a quiet evening. I think I'm pretty shattered, to be honest, so it's just gonna be a quiet one. Not much to do. I don't know what's on the telly, but I'm sure I'll find something. I've finished Flesh and Blood, so I need to find something else to start. I've got plenty of stuff recorded, so I'll just have a look through and see what I've got. But yeah, I'm just gonna relax a bit now and crash out and just make the most of the peace and quiet. Good morning. I'm a bit warm today. You can definitely feel that it's like heating up again. And yeah, I'm just feeling a bit like tired and not really with it. I think I'm probably exhausted after having Noah yesterday and going out and everything, but also going out to the zoo and stuff, and then the heat just doesn't help. But I've got a fairly quiet day today. We've got my uncle and his wife here for lunch, so I'm going to go down and have some lunch with them in a little while. We were all meant to be going to their wedding this summer, they'd like got it all booked down in Kent. We got like hotels sorted and all that kind of stuff. And then COVID happened, so that couldn't happen. So they ended up getting married in just like a really small ceremony. And then hopefully at some point we'll be able to have a family party when we're allowed to do that kind of thing. So yeah, it was a bit of a shame because it would have been nice to have been able to be there, but it is what it is. So yeah, they've come over today because we haven't seen them since they got married, actually, I don't think. So I thought it would be nice to just see them and have some lunch and have a chat and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, I'm just getting on with some editing this morning, putting a video up, and then I might try and do a little bit of work to Richard and Lisa's wedding video, actually, and get some of that done, and then start on another weekly vlog tomorrow. But yeah, that's the plan until lunchtime, and then I will go down and spend a bit of time with them, which would be nice. Good evening. Sorry for not filming all day. It's just been one of those days. I got a video edited this morning. No, I didn't. Start again. I got a video uploaded this morning and then did a bit of editing to Richard and Lisa's wedding video. And then I had lunch with my uncle and his wife and my mum and dad. So it was nice to have a little chat with them and catch up on their news and all that kind of stuff. And then they headed off and I just didn't feel particularly well. I don't know whether it's the heat that's kind of just exacerbating my fatigue and POTS and everything. But I've been feeling quite dizzy all day and sort of faint. And then after they went, like, I had a headache and yeah, just didn't feel brilliant. So I came in here, lay down and fell asleep for quite a while. Yeah, slept for most of the afternoon, to be honest. It wasn't what I had planned at all, but obviously my body had other ideas. Yeah, so I did that. And then my mum has helped me to have a shower and wash my hair. I was going to say a bath, but no, it wasn't a bath. Yeah, have a shower and wash my hair, so I feel a lot better for that, actually. I think because it's been hot and sticky, well, anyone knows how good it is to just like have a shower and get your hair washed and feel a bit like fresher. And especially when you're chronically ill and you can't do it as often as you would like, it's kind of, I don't know, feels extra good when you get to do it. So yeah, I'm glad I've done that. So now I'm in my pyjamas. It's still warm, but I feel a bit fresher. And I'm going to sit here, have my 40 sip. I think I'm going to watch something on Disney Plus. I was kind of having a look through stuff I'd got recorded on the TV, and actually I fancy some Disney, so I'm going to have a look on there. I don't know what I'm going to watch. I don't know whether to watch some more of the Imagineering story or I don't know, something else. I don't know. There's so much stuff on there. It's like, where do you even start? But yeah, I'm going to have a look on there and watch some Disney. And I'm also going to play on Animal Crossing. I might have a little look at the Dream Suite thing, which was in the update. Oh, excuse me. I've got reflux. Yeah, the Dream Suite was like one of the other big things that were in the update this time, and I haven't actually had a look at it yet. So I might have a look at that and show you what it's all about, because yeah, I've kind of seen other people's videos but I haven't done it. And I think basically you like go to sleep and then you get to like visit other islands in a dream, but I don't know like if it's just islands of your friends or whether it's like random islands. So I'll have a little look at that and take you through that. Alfie went down to the vets earlier because he's been limping for the past few days. We couldn't, well, I didn't go down, but my dad couldn't actually go in with him, so you have to like leave them at the door and then they take them in. But obviously they kind of feed back to you and everything, and the vet wasn't really sure what the problem is. She or he, I'm not quite sure actually, sort of obviously examined him and everything, and basically she found that one of his toes, I guess when like she pressed it or something like that, he seemed to have pain just in like one of his toes. So she's not sure whether like his nail was a bit long and was like digging in and that's caused some pain. I mean, we've cut all his nails now and they're fine. I mean, we cut them regularly anyway, but it may have been that one of them was just a bit too long. But yeah, they weren't sure basically. So, and also like today he hasn't been limping as much. So they've said that we should keep an eye on him for like the next week or so and just see if he kind of continues to improve. If he continues to improve and the limp goes, then that's brilliant. If there's kind of no change, sort of this time next week, then they said to contact them again and they'll give him some anti-inflammatories to see if that helps. And obviously if it gets worse, we let them know and they'll see him again and try and work out what's the issue. So yeah, they didn't think it was arthritis because it was just in one, it seemed to be just in one toe. It didn't kind of present as arthritis, so we're not sure. He's a bit of a puzzle, but I mean, I'm hoping that it was just a kind of fleeting thing and that he'll kind of be okay now, but we'll see. We'll keep an eye on him and see how he's doing. But yeah, not really what he wanted to be doing on his birthday, bless him. I can't quite believe he's 11 today. I was looking back at some pictures of like when we first got him, and I'll try and like put some in here, and he was such a like little puppy and he was all like fluffy, and you just forget, like, I don't know, I'd forgotten how little and different he looked, and now, like, yeah, how he's like a big dog, and well, he's 11 and I don't know where those 11 years have gone, but I can't imagine life without him. He's definitely one of the family, and everybody that meets him just absolutely loves him. He's just a gentle giant, bless him. So yeah, he's had lots of snuggles and fuss and treats, and yeah, just made a fuss of him on his birthday. So hopefully he feels a bit of extra love today. And actually, to be honest, I don't think he minded going to the vets because he actually quite enjoys it. They give him treats, they give him cuddles, and he's happy. So yeah, we'll see how he gets on, and I'll obviously keep you updated if anything changes. But anyway, yeah, I'm going to find something to watch on Disney Plus, play a bit of Animal Crossing, and just have a quiet, I keep thinking it's Friday, but it's not, it's Thursday, so have a quiet Thursday evening. So I've just been having a play on this and doing my usual kind of bits and bobs. I watched an episode of the Imagineering Story, I watched some Pixar in Real Life, and then I've just watched Tangled Ever After, but I've kind of finished doing what I wanted to do on here, so now I'm going to have a look at the Dream Suite. So I thought I'd just show you what you do. Also, does anyone like my new little hairstyle? I just think it's really cute. You buy like the bow from the Able Sisters, and then it puts your hair up like that, which I think is really cute, because actually I'd probably never be able to wear my hair like that because it just doesn't, my hair doesn't do that. Anyway, so you have to get into bed, and then it asks you if you should get some sleep. It used to be that you would just get into bed and lie there, so now it asks if you should get some sleep, and you can choose between you want to sleep or you want to lie down. So you have to choose that you want to sleep, and then hopefully something exciting will happen. How pretty is this? I just wish when I went to sleep it looked like this, because how relaxing would that be? So yeah, basically I think people can upload their island, like dream islands, to the internet, and then I think you can pretty much go anywhere. I don't think you choose, I think like she will choose for you, but yeah, let's see. I'm just going to take a little screenshot because I want to remember. I do like the idea of this though, because I'm kind of struggling for inspiration with how to like do my island, and so this will be quite a good way to sort of see how other people do it and to get some ideas and things like that. And yeah, you can go into the island, but you don't actually, like, anything you do, it doesn't affect the island. So you can pick flowers, you can cut down trees, and it doesn't actually affect their island, which is quite good because, I don't know, you don't want people messing up your island. So I think I'm going to go for I Want to Dream. I'm not going to share my island at the moment because there's just not much to share at the moment. Oh, okay. I assumed you could go anywhere, but apparently you can't. Okay, I am going to have a quick Google and see if there's just any random dream addresses that I can use, just so that I can test this out, and then I'll be back. Oh, this is so cute. Hopefully this can give me some ideas, although I don't think you can get blossom trees unless it's a certain season. But anyway. Oh, it's got fountains. Oh, I love how like the blossoms falling. Oh, look. Also, I never realised that the airports are different colours, and apparently the colour of your airport affects the colour of a lot of the items that you can buy, which I think was quite interesting. Yeah, you learn something new every day about Animal Crossing. Oh, this place is beautiful. You can run through their flowers to your heart's content because it's not going to ruin their island. Okay, so you can talk to their residents, which is quite exciting because you get to meet people that you've not met yet. Okay, so you can just basically get them to say something, but I don't think you can kind of interact particularly. So yeah, I'm just going to have a little wander around this island and see what I can find and everything. But yeah, hope you enjoyed having a little look at how the dream thing works if you haven't done it already, or if you haven't played Animal Crossing yet and you're thinking about doing it. I would definitely recommend it because I absolutely love it. But yeah, I'm just going to have some fun on this dream island, and I am now watching what am I watching? Olaf's Frozen Adventure, I think. Yes, because the other one's Frozen Fever, and I decided to go for Olaf's Frozen Adventure. So we're going to watch that, and we're going to play on the Animal Crossing Dream Island. Good morning. It's really, really hot today. I found this dress in my wardrobe, which I hadn't actually worn. I got it from Next. It might have been last year now. And yeah, it still had the label in it, so I thought I'd wear it because it's like a nice sort of linen-y material, so I thought it would be quite cool. The only thing is it doesn't sit quite right like here, but it'll do. It's keeping me cool, so that's all that matters. But yeah, it's like, I think it's meant to be like 36 degrees today or something, which is just too hot. And I know, like, you know, it's obviously this hot in other countries, but in the UK, like, we don't have air conditioning in like houses and things like that, so it does get very warm. Plus my bedroom is in a loft conversion, which just basically turns into a greenhouse whenever it gets hot, so that's not much fun. But anyway, it's not too warm in my office. Well, I mean it is, but it's not like stifling like it is upstairs, so I'm kind of just trying to appreciate that. Don't have any plans today. Had a fairly productive morning so far. My dad and I made a phone call to the hoist company who put the hoist in my current Motability car, because basically we're struggling to find a car that will take the weight of the hoist, which is not something we'd ever really even thought of before. Like, we'd always just considered, like, you know, measuring the boot to make sure it fitted and all that kind of thing, but the weight hadn't even like crossed our minds until we went to see the Volvo garage and found that the Volvo didn't take anything above, I think it's like 75 to 80 kilograms or something. So yeah, we gave them a ring. They're called Motability. If you're looking for a hoist company, I don't know whether you get to choose or whether you're kind of told which hoist company you have, but yeah, they're called Motability, and they were really, really helpful. So we had come up with a list of possible cars, and we spoke to a lady called Tracy who was, yeah, really, really lovely, and we went through each car, and she told us like whether it would take the weight of my hoist. So my hoist, I think, is a 150 kilogram hoist. My chair is, I think it's 108 kilograms, so it needs the 150 kilo hoist, and a lot of cars will only take up to 75 to 80 kilos. I can't remember which one it was. So yeah, we went through the list, and she told us which cars would take like over 150. We spent quite a lot of time with her, like going through all the cars, and she also suggested another couple of cars that we hadn't got on the list. And then she also went through the ones that we kind of had left, the ones that did take the weight, and she told us the size of the boot openings for all of them as well. So it was really, really helpful. I don't really know why we hadn't thought to do that before, but you kind of learn as you go along, don't you? So yeah, we've got a lot more information now. We've kind of narrowed our list down to some possible cars to go and look at. So I can probably tell you because I have my list here. So like, this was our original list, which has got quite a lot on it, and then the bottom ones that are ticked are the ones that will take the weight of my hoist. This doesn't mean to say that they will take my wheelchair, because the boot opening may not be big enough for them, but it will take the weight, so it then means we can then go and look and measure and things like that. So the ones that will take the weight of my hoist are the Mitsubishi Outlander, the Renault Koleos, the Citroen C5 Aircross, Honda HR-V, Jeep Renegade, Peugeot 3008 and 5008, the Nissan X-Trail, and possibly the Ford Cougar, but not the hybrid one, so we need to find out which one is actually on the scheme. So yeah, and then there's also, she gave us another couple, which were the VW Touran and the VW Sharon, or Sharan, I'm not quite sure how you meant to say that, which are more like people carrier type cars. So they're a possibility, but I kind of think I prefer some of the other ones. So that's given us a really good like list to go on now. So I think we're going to ring Ford back and just check which kind of Cougar is on the scheme, because if it's the hybrid Cougar, then the hoist won't go in that, whereas if it's the non-hybrid Cougar, then that one's okay for the hoist, and it is one of my favourites. So yeah, I think we'll go back to them first, and then we'll also make an appointment to go to another dealership. I'm not quite sure which one to start with. But yeah, we've got a good list there, and it was just really, really helpful talking to her, because that's just saved us so much work having to go to like various places, because some of the cars that were on my list, we were like, it'll definitely be okay in there, like it's a big car, and then it came back as no, it won't take anything over 75 kilos, whereas like some of the cars that are a bit smaller will take it. So it's like, yeah, it's not what you expect. Yeah, so that's really, really helpful. So we're kind of, we're moving along, hopefully. So we just need to decide where we're going to go and look next. Anyway, I am now getting on with doing some editing, starting on editing another weekly vlog. I've just promoted the one that's gone up, and yeah, I'm going to get on with doing some editing now. Don't have any plans today. I'm just focusing on staying cool and not melting or fainting or having other various POTS symptoms. I'm kind of drinking my water and just trying to stay hydrated and stay as cool as possible. I really need to get a fan in here actually, because it would be quite nice, although that wouldn't work with my candle being lit, but you know, never mind. So yeah, I'm just going to get on with doing this editing until lunchtime, and then probably have a nap after lunch, to be quite honest. Please excuse the terrible lighting. We've got all the blinds down to try and keep it cool in here. Got a bit of editing done this morning. I've had my lunch and I'm now having an ice lolly because it's blooming hot. I've gone for one of the bubblegum ones that we got from, well, I didn't get them, that my mum got me from Tesco's. So far so good. I mean, I've only had a few licks, but it tastes like bubblegum, so that's good. And yeah, I'm just closing my eyes and pretending that I'm somewhere lovely on holiday rather than sat in a stuffy kitchen. So yeah, I was thinking I haven't actually had that many ice lollies this summer, which is not good because I love ice lollies. And like certainly like the last few years, like I would have an ice lolly every day because yeah, I love an ice lolly. I particularly like the watermelon ice lollies, the ones that actually look like a slice of watermelon. But yeah, I just fancied some bubblegum, so we went for this one. But yeah, it is just really, really hot. I feel like my whole body is melting. Although it's kind of gone grey outside, it kind of looks like it's going to rain. I would love a thunderstorm. I don't know, just need something to like break the heat, although I think it's meant to be hot for the next few days, so I don't think anything's going to break it anytime soon. But yeah, just going to sit here pretending I'm on holiday enjoying my ice lolly. My brother just sent me a picture of my niece, not a picture, a video of my niece, and she was crawling along the floor, but she'd got her each hand in a shoe and was like crawling with the shoes along the floor. She's hilarious. They're coming over tomorrow, I think, so we'll get to see her, which will be nice because we don't get to see it. Well, I haven't seen them obviously much at all during lockdown, but we are trying to see them a bit more like regularly now, but they live a bit further away than my other brother does, so we don't get to see them as often, so it'll be nice to see them. Good to see Maisie again, and yeah, just gonna relax a bit and try not to melt. I'm gonna have this and then I'm gonna go and have a bit of a lie down, and then I don't really know what I'm doing for the rest of the day, just trying to survive, I think, today. Anyone else with pots, let me know how you're doing with the heat. How do you manage it? Do you have any tips? I find cold flannels are very good, and also running your wrists under cold water really helps me to like cool down a bit. But apart from that, I literally just want to sit in a freezer. So anyway, I'm going to enjoy this before it melts. Good morning. Please excuse the fact that I look like a hot mess. It is very, very warm again today. I think it's meant to be a little bit cooler than yesterday, but like not that you would notice. Although I have just opened the window and there's a bit of a breeze coming through, and oh my gosh, it's so nice. I'm wearing my, well, I say new, I bought this ages ago in Tesco's, like before COVID or anything happened. I think it must have been last year. It's a jumpsuit, and I don't think I have any other jumpsuits. I mean, they're not the most practical. I mean, you have to like proper like take the whole thing off if you want to go to the loo, which isn't great when you're disabled, but I just thought it would be nice and cool. It's kind of like a linen-y material, and it's got like quite like wide legs, and yeah, I'm just all about feeling cool at the moment. And yeah, oh, I'm just I'm struggling with the heat. I'm afraid that the next few days are literally just going to be me complaining about how hot it is, so apologies for that. So yeah, it's Saturday today. We actually have got up quite late, didn't mean to at all, but I think the heat's just knocking me out. We've got my brother, sister-in-law and niece Maisie coming for lunch, so that should be quite nice to see them and play with Maisie and just have a catch up and a chat. But I'm trying to just get a bit of editing done before that so that I can make a bit of progress, because I'm a little bit behind and I need to get this video finished this week. So yeah, that's the plans for today. Apart from that, don't have any other plans. I can't remember what I told you last night or not, but yeah, I watched another episode of the Imagineering story last night. I just find it really interesting. If you haven't watched the Imagineering story and you've got Disney Plus, definitely give it a go, because it just tells you all about like the backstory of Disney and how the parks all came about and everything. It's really interesting. And yeah, I've been watching some more of the Pixar in real life as well. Some of them I think are quite funny, others I just think they're a bit like weird. I don't know, I kind of watch it and I get to the end and I'm like, what just happened? But yeah, they're quite fun to watch. So yeah, I'm enjoying the Disney Plus subscription. I kind of felt like I wasn't really making the best use of it, so I've been trying to watch things from it a little bit more. I still need to watch Frozen 2 and Lady and the Tramp, because I haven't watched that one yet either, but we'll get there. But anyway, I'm going to get on with doing some of this editing, so that hopefully I can get a decent amount done before we have lunch with my niece and brother and sister-in-law. Sorry, this isn't the most appealing angle, but whatever. Yeah, it's sort of late afternoon now. Sorry, I haven't really filmed anything else all day. I did my sort of bit of editing and then came down to have lunch with David and Emma and Maisie. And then we've just spent the afternoon in the garden playing with Maisie, had the paddling pool out, and yeah, she was having a whale of a time, and just chatting to David and Emma and stuff. So it's been really nice. Very hot. They've just gone home now, and I'm just crashed out on the sofa with my ice lolly, trying to cool down a bit. It's just so hot and sticky, like it even feels like your eyes are sweating. It's horrible. And I would just really like to go and sit in a freezer or something, but can't do that, so I'm trying to do the next best thing. But yeah, I kind of feel like I have to apologise, because I feel like this week has just been a lot of me sitting talking to the camera, because not a huge amount of stuff has actually happened that I've been able to film, so I apologise for that. It's just one of those weeks, I think. And yeah, I don't really have anything else going on today or tomorrow either, so yeah, sorry about that. It's just going to be a lot of me talking. But yeah, I've just put the TV on and the BFG seems to be on, so I might watch the end of that, but I would also quite like to have a bit of a nap once I've eaten my lolly, because I'm just really tired now, and just seem to have a constant headache at the moment, which is frustrating me a little bit. I don't know whether it's the heat. I do get a lot of headaches anyway, but I don't know whether it's just the heat or what. I'm just trying to make sure I drink a lot of water in case it's because I'm dehydrated or something. But yeah, it's just really muggy, so there we go. Anyway, I'm going to eat this before it melts and then probably have a little bit of a nap before I have my 4 to sip and go through the evening routine again. Good evening. Oh, no matter how I sit, I just feel like I don't want anything touching me, just because it's so hot. Everything just, I don't know, feels too much. And because I'm on, I've got pressure cushions that I sit on and lie on, they are just horrible when it's hot. This is one of the reasons why I stopped having them in my bed, because, well, one, because I didn't feel like I needed them anymore really in my bed, but also because you just get so sweaty with them, because they're like kind of like plasticky, I don't know how you would describe it. It's like kind of plasticky material and it's just not at all breathable, so yeah, you just get really hot and sweaty and horrible on them. I don't know whether, like, if you put a sheet on them, whether that would help, but then I don't know if they'd have the same effect with the pressure, because you'd have something on top of it, so I don't know. But yeah, it's not nice. Sorry if that's too much information, but I think we're all struggling with the heat at the moment. So yeah, I had a bit of a nap after I'd had my ice lolly. Had quite a long nap actually. Taken me oh, excuse me, a while to wake up. And yeah, I'm just having my 4 to 6 now, watching... I was watching Gavin and Stacey, and I'm now watching Rich House Poor House because I've got a whole load of them recorded, so I thought I'd watch one. And I'm going to write my cards for August. I'm a little bit late doing this. I usually try and do it at the end of the month before, but it just hasn't happened. So yeah, I'm going to try and get these written because there's a few that need to go off fairly quickly. And yeah, I need to get them sorted. So I'm just going to sit here, watch the TV, write my cards, and try not to melt into the sofa.
Maybe I never knew what I really wanted, but looking back I can see it's all clear. I'm still a kid trying to act like they all taught me, but nothing makes sense anymore.
Good morning, welcome back to tropical England, which is now known as. It's still very hot here. Today I have gone like full on floaty clothes, so I've got like this floaty top from Primark, and then I don't know if you can see these like floaty trousers, which are from New Look, I think. Actually, if I put you down there, you can probably see them a little bit better. There we go. I mean, I think it would look slightly better with like one floaty item and one not floaty item, but needs a must because it is warm. So we're going all over floaty. Yeah, so I have done my medication for this week. I've bought my turnips on Animal Crossing, had my breakfast, got dressed, all of that kind of stuff, and I'm going to get on with doing some more editing because I need to get this video finished and uploading. It might be that I don't get it up until tomorrow, but if I can just get it finished, I'd be happy. But yeah, I haven't really got any plans today. It's just a quiet Sunday. Possibly going to play a board game with Rebecca this afternoon, which would be quite nice. But apart from that, it's another day of just trying to keep cool, eat ice lollies, sit in a freezer. So yeah, I'm going to get this done and then I can just chill out a bit. Right, I finished editing my weekly vlog, did a bit of editing to Richard and Lisa's wedding video, just finishing having a bit of a late lunch, and Becca and I are going to play a game called Disney Colour Brain. So I think you can actually get Colour Brain that isn't a Disney one, but we've got the Disney one obviously. And basically I think what happens is, so it's from 2 to 12 players, and you get given like I think it's a card with a Disney thing on it. So it might say like I don't know, Cinderella's dress, and then you have to put down the colour cards that you think Cinderella's dress is. So obviously you would put down blue.
Could it be more than one?
Yeah, so there's other ones that's like the Incredible Suits, the Jewel in Jasmine's Hairband, various other ones. So it might be like more than one card, and you have to try and remember like what colours they are and put the cards down. So I thought we'd have a play with it. I got this for, I can't remember whether it was my birthday or Christmas from my friend Sarah, but I'd actually seen it on Brogan Tate's channel because she is an ambassador for Big Potato Games, and played this, and I saw it and thought it looked really fun, so I wanted to get it anyway, and then my friend got it for me, which was quite good. So yeah, we're gonna have a play of this and see what it's like.
First day of spring, and I just wanna sing to everything that's moving, every single little thing. To them birds flying free, fish in the sea, flowers and trees every little bumblebee. I wanna sing, ooh, ah, oh. To the kids playing hoops, going loop-de-loop, their rainbow-colored bouncy balls and their ice cream scoops. Got my shoes in my hand and my feet.
So we are doing.
This is a Noah question.
What, Moana?
Yeah.
The spots on Moana's pet pig, Pua.
And then we get a colour.
So we have
There's
to
one colour, you get a colour and put it face down.
face down.
Yeah.
Okay. Spots on paper.
Or do you have to shout colour brain? You've now got 10 seconds.
Don't know, bloody hell, mate.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Okay, colour brain.
And then just turn both over.
Ah, I bet you're alright.
Never actually watched Moana.
Great. Damn it. So you need to colour in your first one. Okay, next one is Fantasia and it's the Sorcerer's Hat.
Is it oh,
Two colours.
Oh, I don't know. I'm going to have to guess. You're showing me all your colours, Jen.
I know, well, we'll just do something different. Right, ready?
I've never watched Fantasia, so.
Maybe yours is right. Blue and white.
Yeah! Yellow, though.
I thought maybe the stars were yellow. I couldn't remember. Right, next one. The sash on Duke Weaselton's uniform. Oh my god.
Colour brown.
Colour brown. Right, ready?
Wrong one, Jen. You're going to do yours first.
Oh yeah, sorry, I'm not thinking. Oh.
It's going to be like purple.
Right.
So
what happens?
So whoever gets to the next, so no one gets a point, but
Yeah.
there's a point carried over to the next one.
Oh, so they get someone gets two
Yeah,
points.
well, unless we both got it right again.
Okay.
In the sand, I got 20 ducklings in a row like a little marching band, and they sing, ooh, ah,
Evening, please excuse my red blotchy face. I don't know what's going on. I've just been playing on Animal Crossing, watching the fireworks again. I'm going to miss them when they've gone after August. I quite like them. But yeah, I can't remember when I last spoke to you. Oh, it might have been when we were playing Colour Brain. I can't remember. Yeah, Becca and I played the Disney Colour Brain game, and yeah, it was really good. I think, well, I don't know, it might have been, I think it'd be quite fun to play it with more than 2 people, although it does work with 2 people. I think it'd be quite fun to have like a team of people playing. But yeah, we had a really good time. I just about won. And then, yeah, I came in here and slept the most of the afternoon, to be honest. I think the heat just takes away any energy that I do have. And yeah, I mean, it's like late evening now and it's still really warm. And it's, yeah, I think it's going to be like this for the next few days, so just trying to get through it. But yeah, I thought I'd just come on and end the vlog. So I hope you've enjoyed this week's vlog. Sorry that it's been a lot of talking this week. It's just how it is some weeks, isn't it? But yeah, I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have and you'd like to see more, please give me a like and subscribe to my channel. Hit the notification bell, that means you'll get notified every time I upload a video so you don't miss anything. I thought I had something crawling on me. I've lost my train of thought now. Leave me a comment, let me know how you're getting on at the moment, what you're getting up to. If there's anything particular in the vlog that you want to comment on, let me know. And also let me know if there's any videos you particularly like to see me do, whether it's about health, disability, mental health, what else, Disney, lifestyle, beauty, fashion, anything else. Let me know what kind of stuff you'd like to see. Also come and follow me on social media. My links are in the description below, but I'll put my Instagram and Twitter up here. Those are the two places that I'm mainly on, so do come over and say hello, and I'll see you in another video very soon. Bye.